love a 30.
30's hard to beat, isn't it?
It's but the only one I like, you know.
Yeah.
I actually like a 30 now.
I like an LTM. I'm more excited about the TM there than anything else.
You have a bit of Dolly Mixture tractors, like.
Yeah.
What's the story of that?
Don't really know. Thomas started with a fella that's in the TM.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, he never drives her, like.
Oh, right.
No, but he said
that's what we were wondering. Why is your full-time man
driving
the bouncy one?
I know that, because he's happy, he does whatever. Like.
Right, okay.
So he does. That lad there in the 210, whenever she come, he sort of claims towards his tractor.
Yes, right,
He'll do all the ferrying, you know.
He take the huff then, would he?
He would take the huff, like, aye. Oh, there was a wee bit of a creative discussion yesterday about it. He was actually to go tanking today. As Thomas is going tanking here now, when we go to shorter draw, you know, he's going to spread in the field. Mm-hmm. And Andrew was to go, and Andrew wouldn't go.
Right.
He says, I'm going with the big tractor.
But like, are you not the boss? Are you not allowed to be like, right, I'm paying you, you go here?
Aye, but them boys there, they're different, like. Out here, they're alright, they'll get on with, like, but I just sort of...
these boys are friends too, like?
Aye, well, Saka run about with them. Well, Thomas has been here 2 years, and Andrew's been here from the start.
Right, okay.
Andrew's been with me from, I started contracting with.
Yes.
You know, 1.5, you know. He comes for slurry, and then he sort of disappears, and then he sort of appears again.
Appears when you need him, aye.
So he is. But the John Deere's come, Thomas, he started with me, and he's just a John Deere man. You wouldn't think that about TM today. No, he wanted a John Deere, so I bought him at 150. And then I drove her for the first few days just to see what they're like. Mm-hmm. Then I liked her. So then I sort of claimed her.
Right, okay.
And had to buy him an John Deere.
And then you claimed that too?
Well, I'm in it today anyway. Like. No, I just like a mixture.
Yes.
The mechanic there is a bay up the road. A mate of mine does the mechanic in the John Deere, Jackson Gill, so sort of it's handy.
Well, like, you're not a million miles away from GA Allen's here. Like, would you never try Jits or what?
I had to do that demo.
Oh, had you?
I liked her, aye. Just like the green or the blue ones, like.
Yes.
She was 6'1", 6'5", I think.
I'm sure she is green.
I know, but she's not John Deere green. No, I did like the Dukes now. I did like the Dukes, but no, I'll stick to the John Deere New Holland.
Better the devil, you know.
So, aye, something out there. Like. No, I was getting the mechanic.
Are you on slurry?
No. Aye, going ahead of you. Slurry there, send it. I know that by Jackson Gill there. I run about with him, and he mechanics at the John Deere, so
yes,
he's a mate of mine. And then there's a couple of guys there in Candies. We'll do a bit there to New Holland, so we were always New Holland up to 2 years ago. Like. So,
well, then what made you try the R to start with?
Thomas.
That was literally it.
That was literally it. Thomas was all. He went on at us for 3 months about a John Deere, and I says, right, that's okay, we'll try one. And we had a tractor for changing anyway, so...
I need a job with you, hey?
Well, he liked it, and I says, we'll try them. We're trying to buy a new shape 210 at the time.
Yes.
And believe it or not, the John Deere was cheaper, so that's the only reason we went for it. So
what is your T7 there? It's on today?
210.
She has a 210 as well,
210, yeah. Only got her there before Christmas. The T7 only had 5 before that.
And what do you think of the R compared to the T7?
Oh, I don't know.
Tight enough?
It's tight enough, aye. The Deere has the comfort. I don't care what anybody says. You'd pick the Deere for comfort any day, like.
Well, she's the auto quad, is she?
Aye, right. Yeah. But see, for field work, I would say 210's nicer. See, probably for mowing and all. Definitely for baling. We put the 150 in the baler last year and blew the back end out of her.
Right?
They don't like.
What sort of bales do you put them through?
Aye, they're good bales, like. So no, the 150, them R-Series John Deere's and them Fusions, they don't really seem to like each other. So they don't.
Must be the bottle of the green, is that what?
I don't know. But we put the 30 on the baler at the back end, and she baled no bother.
She dead on?
Never any bother. Like. So but I just personal preference, the New Holland's nicer for the regular baler and stuff. Like. We'll do all the mowing with the 150 there. Like.
Yes.
So, but that could all change this year. Like. 210 might do it, I don't know.
Well, how long have you been contracting for? Like, I'm nearly sure I remember you at Greenmount. You're brave and fresh face, like.
8 years. I'm 26 now, started when I was 18. 8 years. Wasn't a plan, like, sort of working for a digester man, and we bought a bit of a tractor there. My grand lent me money for it, and I bought a tractor, and she wasn't much use, like. She was agey, like, she was 1980 something.
Right, okay.
And then he says, you buy something better, I'll give you a turn. So I bought an 8240, and she wasn't that much better either, but she was a wee bit, like. And then we bought a TM 125 and a tether and a hedge cutter.
Just took off?
It just sort of happened, aye.
I was going to say, like, it's not to say contracts and sort of thing that just happens one day.
I know
like.
it is, it actually did just happen. Like, I have no farming background at all. Like, I'm just mad to get at it.
Well, then how did you fall in with the digester then at the start, if you're not from the farm?
Because, you know, the digester man I had befriendly was his nephew, you see. I started drawing a bit of silage about it. That was sort of, that happened, like.
So then you upgraded to a 40, and then where did you go from there?
Upgraded to a 40 and a TM, then a 60-70.
Yes.
Then I bought a second tractor, I bought a 70-10 Ford.
Yes.
Actually, I had 2 of them. They were some yoke, like.
Why'd you get rid of them?
After they were agey, and I wanted to buy a second tanker at the time. We actually went to third tanker, bought an R7040. So we had like a 6070, 7040 and 7010 at a time. Like.
And were these New Holland or the Ford?
No, we had some Ford and some New Holland.
Right, okay.
10 40 series in the last 8 years.
Huh?
10 of them. Still have one with 7840 there.
You like the hardship, hey?
I do.
How many times did you the 40 split in your time?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
You know your way around a dumper plate then?
Well, I wouldn't even. I know what it is to look at. The one wants to get working on it. Like. I'm sort of like a steering wheel man.
Steering wheel attendant.
I sort of like to stick that, taking phone calls and that sort of stuff.
Yes, yes.
I sort of went through a whole lot of Fords. I couldn't even tell you my factories we've had. Like.
And then you turned to the dark side?
And then went to the John Deere.
Aye.
The John Deere's good, like. So it is. Definitely good, and it keeps everybody happy. Like Thomas is happy there and Andrew's happy.
That's all you can ask for.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
If they're happy to come here, I'm happy, you know. Nothing worse than bays yapping, you know. Put your head away. But now them bays there, they're good, like. Oh, they're definitely, you couldn't fault them, man.
Do you ever think you'll venture to the grass side of things like a harvester or that, or are you happy with what you have at the minute?
Yeah, happy with what I have.
Aye.
Maybe an hour baler and an hour big tanker or something would nearly do, man.
Yes, you've been busy with the baling then?
Funny, we only bought the baler last year. So we did an awful tedding. We were on 3 tedders there and then I cut down to 2. And like at the time we were tedding 7,000 or 8,000 acres a year. Like.
Right.
There's the last 3 or 4 years sort of thing. Like. This year I looked at a baler, I tried about it and says this isn't really the thing to do. But I tried a couple of days, I was buying that one, and then went and tedded a man's grass one evening, it was 2nd of May, and he rang me the next morning, he says, you get your baler yet? I says, no, I haven't actually bought one yet. I looked at one last night, he says, it's time you had her home. So that was it, I rang him and I said, I'll take that and bought the baler. Funny she's done well.
Right,
Put
okay.
7,000 bales through there the year. Like. A lot of the slurry customers got it. So anybody we done the slurry for, the tedding for, a good 70 or 80% of them says she'll come to the baling. Like.
Well, would that be big bale country? Like there's a lot of dairy farms down this part of the world.
Well, it was harvester like. A lot of wee beef pens. There was a man actually quit down there at Scarver, cut back, and we got a whole lot of his work, so it sort of suited well too. Like. But no, this is big dairy country. Like. I couldn't even count how many balers there is in the 10 mile radius. Like.
But like, how do you compete with that there? Like, you know, you're saying this man rung you one night and says you need a baler here. But like, did you bought that baler going by that one customer thinking you'd get the work out?
I just sort of says that was just sort of the icing on the cake, you know.
Yes.
I just knew if he was going to ring, I was going to get more. Like.
That was a sign from the universe.
That was sort of. I just took a notion, like.
Yes.
You had that's the job you had to sort of take a chance, like.
Aye.
You know, if you're. Just need to not be too worried about what's going to happen. Just take a chance. Sure, if it doesn't work out, you can sell it.
Well, it's an expensive old chance to be taken, like.
I know it is, but sure, not much point left to sleep over it. Like.
No, well.
You know, like if the thing wasn't going good in the morning, like there's right black bits is paid for it, you just sell something. I don't really care. I just try and keep it lit.
Well, I suppose the band left to you boys is about like Christmas.
Not the ban. More silage would be more like Christmas. Not that I'd ban. It's a disaster. So it is.
But you know, I sat and chomping in the back waiting to get
no,
going, no?
Not the year. Actually, I seen the time it was like. Just tiddle away, like sure. The phone hasn't quit just 2 weeks, like. So there's men, and they're all ringing there yesterday. Whenever it rained on Wednesday, they're like, oh, we'll hold off and then see the day. Like, I'd say I've had maybe 8 or 10 phone calls this morning. Like. When are you coming? Like?
Is that not a good sign?
It is a good sign, aye, but some of them could be hard to just sort of hold off for a day or two. Like. So they could. We nearly sort of have enough work there for like a system and a half. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have enough work for like a system and a half, but I haven't enough work for 2 systems.
Yes.
So I had to keep this in sort of full tilt. And good enough the guys is happy enough there. Thomas, he loves 18-hour days. Like. That's what he does, he's happy. Like.
He's just thinking the coin.
That's
it's not necessarily the job,
no,
it's the money.
No, right enough. Last night, 12 or half 12, we was standing in the yard like, and he was washing the windies and this, and he was washing the windies in the 150 like, and he was happy. Like. So he was. Like, there's a lot of people who come 5 o'clock.
Park and go.
Park and go. Like. So there is. No, Thomas, and he's happy enough. Like.
Well, like, do you struggle to get drivers?
No. Funny, there's a whole lot of guys do well. When I say out there tomorrow, I'm going to be stuck. If there's a couple of them guys away tomorrow, I could do a bit of extra help. No, we're alright. Them guys there's all sort of here most of the time. Like,
yes.
You know, back and forward. Like, I don't need. It's only me and Thomas here all the time, but them are guys that could be there. Probably are near enough here a 40-hour week at least. But it might only be in the evenings.
Yes.
You know that way. Like. So it is. It's a funny old job. One week you need 10 men, and the next week you need nobody. What do you do?
But like, how do you predict that? You know, like, how do you?
You don't.
That's the thing that gets me a bit contact. Like, how does anybody predict any of this?
You don't. You just had a gambling man. Yesterday morning I had 4 of them guys standing in the yard, and there was one man who was too wet and he cancelled, and I had to have jobs them guys to go to. You know, and I only actually had enough work for one of them, and then I just brought Andrew with me. Like he was happy enough. He was floating about doing the odd jobs. Like. But like if I hadn't got them or we jobs them to do. Like I'd have had to tell them men to go home. Like. You know, sure, if you start doing that, they're not going to stay with you too long. Is that yoke empty, Nathan, or what's going on?
I'll stop it here.
I just remember to tell me, you know.
She's not empty, but I don't know, she's making a noise there. I'll let the talk further and see what she's like.
I'll do. No, but I'm be honest, from you guys come as panicking, we haven't had anything yet. Normally when somebody appears as a handler.
Well, it's early yet. I guess it's only 2 o'clock.
We'll say nothing yet.
The day's not over yet.
Aye, sure, okay, there's many days when me and Thomas and all them boys are standing head to toe.
So what's the story of this man today? Is he a dairy farmer? Or?
Dairy farmer, he's 2 robots in there.
Yes.
We've done his slurry. Before I started contracting, I sort of drove a bit for a contractor done his slurry. And then the other contractor, he sort of cut down, and then I sort of got in. And I've done his slurry ever since I bought the pipe.
Yes.
So it is, so I know them boys here, you'll not be at them now.
Very good.
So we come here every year, the first week of February, the Friday and the Saturday. Have a bit of help, the ferry. There's 5 or 6 tankers going there. Don't know. I think there's meant to be 5, but they're good before.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I don't honestly know, to tell you the truth.
Oh, so the Massey in the 7060s not yours then?
No, I have only the TM on the 210. Two's planned. I don't think I get any drivers for anymore.
No.
Couldn't get anybody reliable. You have plenty of clowns.
Oh, there's plenty of them in the country,
You can get them. You don't have to go far to get them either.
No. So what's the story with this 210? A strange set of tyres on her.
No, she come like that.
Oh, did she?
No.
You didn't put them on?
No.
What make are they?
Nokians. Road.
Oh, they are Nokians?
They're Nokian road bib or something. I don't know what they are. There's something Nokian something anyway.
They're like a half road, half fill kind of. They're like a mix, like a hybrid thing.
I seen them on her, and I was going to change them whenever I bought her, and I didn't. I just sort of held on them. They're £8.5 or something new. Well, they're dear. They're dear tire.
And what do you think of them so far?
Don't know. Andrew, he sprayed a bit in the field yesterday. I haven't really been in her. Shifted the digger a couple of times with her.
Black Ram's a bit of a touchy subject in this part, or?
It's just wasn't, but I don't know, they come on her.
Mm-hmm.
The day I looked at her, I hated the look of her.
Right, okay.
I didn't even go to look at her. I was buying the child a Christmas present, and I seen her sitting, and she was there, the black wheels and them road tires. I just don't like the look of this thing, man. Whatever, and it sort of fitted the bill, that way.
Yep.
I think there's something jammed in that pump there, maybe. No, we're away. We're away there now, that's better. She's down again. Keep her going there to get up to the top of the field, and there must be something stuck in her.
Must be keep her going?
That's all we can do, aye.
Right, that's right.
So you went to buy the child a Christmas present and then bought yourself one, that's what you're telling me?
Aye, something like that. Well, I had a tractor sold. I had the last piece I haven't sold. And I bought the wee girl one of them battery remote control tractors.
Yes.
And it just was up and I seen that 210 something. It wasn't actually a plan, it just sort of happened. I had something to sell. Maybe the difference I was going to buy. That way. Like, I'm happy with the new Holland. Like, I do believe I'd have bought a John Deere if I could have found one the right money.
Is that the problem with the John Deere? They're too dear then for...
They're not easy bought. The same R John Deere and the same spec to that 210's probably 10 grand a year.
That's alright.
It is. They're definitely a whole lot more expensive. Like. And like, you're getting the same money for running them. Like, if I was just on my own here, I'd probably have like a real nice 175 or 155 R, something like full spec.
Yeah.
Sure, everybody else driving them.
Aye, so what odds?
What odds, like?
Why are you not fleet of TMs then?
TMs are getting 82, like. So they are. TM's alright, don't get me wrong. We bought that old tractor there in October. We only bought her, she come with the right money, and I say she'll do the rake next year.
Yes.
And she's handy there at the minute actually for ferrying a bit of slurry back and forward. But, we like an old TM. Just like old school.
Yes.
Like an old 30 and I don't know what it is.
Something reeking a bit of noise.
Something, aye. Just an never had been 16, 17 driving tractors for base. That's all you're in, either a 30 or a TM.
Yeah.
There was nothing else, and just sort of, I like them.
A lot of these new tractors are like electric sounding nearly.
She couldn't hear them. Couldn't hear that R series. Like at least I see you open the window. you know what's going on.
Oh, aye.
No, an L30's alright, but you couldn't buy them. Like there's 11,200 hours. That's like. Stop her there, Nathan, and get Thomas there to come over and pull the back of that pump off there.
Right, I'm going to stop now.
Close your valve and close the valve in the nurse tank, and if you and Thomas can pull the back of her off there and see what's stuck in her.
Yeah.
These guys are having a problem.
You get one of them boys to bring a knife?
Aye, I'll do. Let me go over. That's the new place.
Yeah, box all.
Thomas to the rescue.
Yes, once again.
Once again.
I've never seen a man Calvadoda pump before.
No, I know that. That's we've done that a few times now. Last year was the first time he done it on.
That's right.
He actually broke the Duda pump, so he did.
That's how he knows his way around her there the
Aye,
day.
he broke her the last day, so.
I saw what were you saying there about nothing going wrong.
Aye, I know that.
What happened there?
I said it. I said nothing was going wrong. That was the problem. She had jammed full of hoof bandage on rope.
Yes.
She doesn't normally do it. Normally she put it up through her, you know, but not today.
I was going to say that says plenty for the bandage, hey?
No, I'm telling you, she's well wrapped around it. That's the first time we've been in that pump in a year.
Well, then, what sort of maintenance does a pump need, really? Check the oil.
Check the oil in the gearbox, aye. Okay, wear plates and all we get bar, but that pump's only 2 years old, like so.
It should be alright, yeah.
Sure, well, you would like to think so, then.
Yes.
So just once you start in them out pumps, like you wouldn't say £1,000.
Aye.
You know, then parts are dear for them for all they are, you know.
Well, I suppose they're cast, are they? They're not actual steel, are
No,
they?
they're cast, aye. Or some bits of them is anyway, like.
Yes. Does the hoofman get the bill for that then?
Aye, we'll tell him he is a hoof climber, so we'll tell him that, like. So, that's why I wanted him to see it.
Yes.
Blame him.
So what tankers are yours here today?
The Abbey and the New Rock.
Yes.
So there's that Abbey. We only got her before Christmas too. So she's 3,000 with boom. She came out of another contractor up Oma direction, so she did. And then the New Rock tanker, she actually did a turbo bar on her, but took it over there for the slurry, like, you know, for the far end, you know.
And what made you go for the Abbey?
Oh, just it was cheap.
Just the right money?
Aye, just the right money, aye. I nearly had a new tanker bought, and I says, like, what's the point giving 40,000 for a tanker? Like, you can buy a tanker at half the price, will do the same thing. You need some far end to pay off a tanker 40,000, and I just don't believe that we could justify it. Like, a new pipe system, not a problem, but not a new tanker at 40 grand. And the money's not in that tanker. Like, I'm not saying there's a fortune in piping, like, but
You were about to say that.
I wasn't even. I was just saying the Solad better in tankering, like. So it is. Like, if the pipe wasn't here, I do believe you wouldn't bother the tankers now, like.
Yes.
You know, but.
You wouldn't bother just go and spread and fill away the tanker?
No, if you sort of need the tankers and all because you have the pipe system, because you need a tanker in the summertime.
Yes.
But if the pipe wasn't here, I don't think it would pay you to have tankers sitting like. No, that nurse tank's working powerful well. We had a 2,000 gallon tanker, and we used it for a nurse tank, and then I bought that silage tiller last year. It says we'll convert her. She's nearly too good for that job.
That's what I was going to say. What you say she's a half pipe?
Aye, well, that's what. Well, I was told she's a Johnson half pipe.
Right. Okay.
Apparently,
okay.
she's only one ever made. We bought her off a man there down at Bunburb.
Wasn't Mills, no?
No, it was beside Mills, like.
Yes,
So
yes.
it was. It was just up the road from him. On your man had this silage tiller, and she wasn't dangerous money. She's 16 ton wire brakes, was no steering axle. And I says, we'll try that and see. So and she's handy. We through grain wire and we through silage wire. And now she's in slurry. She suits well. She's holding near 5,000 gallons. I've never seen another one, like.
No, I've never seen one either.
No. I say we don't do much throwing silage. We draw a wee bit for the odd man, like, but.
I thought she was sort of maybe a spoke made for you, no?
No,
Personally made, no?
No, I wouldn't be buying nothing like that there. So, I'd say that tiller new today about 30 grand.
It's alright, hey?
Oh, aye. It's mental.
Where does it all come out about?
I don't know.
You know, what are you talking about a cube on wheels?
Ah,
No,
I know.
where's it come out of?
Oh, I don't know. Same with that there. There's that umbilical system there. I'd say that new today. Well, she's a year old there. I'd say that new today 50 grand. 60 grand, maybe. I don't know.
Did you buy that system new?
I bought that new last year, aye.
What is she?
Slurry clip. So she has 12 metre dribble bar, and then two 800 metre rails. So
She's not the reeler that sort of goes side to side
no,
and you're reeling up,
she's
no?
not torn, but they'll drop in and drop out, you know.
Yes.
Put the bag on the front and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you can. Okay, here it is a great job. We had a slurry cat 9 metre dribble bar before, a 1,000 metre backpack, and a 600 metre front railing. It was alright, like, but it's hard to beat the 12 metre, like.
Yes.
You know, that there's a whole lot handier. So it is. Plus, nobody wants anything less than 12 now, like.
That's the thing, aye. It
And
was
then-
all about compaction and stuff like that.
Aye,
there.
they want everything's getting big. Oh, you want big, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't want anybody coming in with a 7840 today.
Well, I wouldn't want to be sitting on her, anyway.
No, I know that there. But you know what I mean? Even a TM, if we were to go out with MTMs to do every day of work, like, you know, them guys wouldn't come. I'm worried for a week. If you were sitting in a TM all year, like, I don't know. Like, you're doing some of the hours. That 150 hour, Thomas, he put 3,500 hours on her in just over a year, like. About 15 months,
He must have been sleeping on her.
I was busy on her, like. So it was weird. That was last year. We were very busy last year. So we were between dump tilling and slurry and bits and pieces, like. But, no, like, imagine him putting 3,500 hours in a TM. He was in a wheelchair and his back would be broke. So,
He'd be claiming off you.
No, that's what I know. Like, You need something with comfort, like. I'm saying that this here will be comfortable than that.
You think so?
Yeah, no, that R, I didn't know whenever I bought it. I thought you bought an R series, you were buying like everything.
Top spec.
I know. You bought that R series only front suspension on her. I was emotional when I got her home. Got her home buying the cab suspension. It was non-existent. But I didn't know, and you know nothing about John Deere's, like. But I could get over it, and then we bought this here, like, and going down the road, honestly, this here's comfy, like.
And you think she's still comfier than the Ford?
Oh, she is.
Aye?
Yeah. Front suspension and a New Holland, it's not great, like. So it's not. I can't fault anything else in the New Holland, just the front suspension, like.
Yes.
If the front suspension was as good as the Deere, you couldn't compare them. Honestly, you wouldn't, you'd just be buying whatever, like. You know, the New Holland's good, like. We have no bother with New Holland, everybody was on about brakes and stuff. Never any bother.
But then is the brakes problem a bit a thing of the past now that the air brake or the engine brake come into it?
I don't know. R200, we had a T7 200, and she was auto command right now, if you can't really count her. She did have an engine brake, but only had 5 done.
Well, she doesn't have one.
She didn't have one, no, she was just, you know, classic, you know, manual spills. She didn't have one, but we never put brakes on her.
Right.
Well, we did put brakes on her, but we didn't put them in because she needed them. Whenever I buy them, I like to put brakes on her.
I just be sure.
Yeah, I got 210, but whenever I bought her, I bought brakes and 50k burn and prop shaft burns. It's all down the shed to go in there, like.
Yes.
Was planned to go in there before slurry, but we'll have to do the half. So it will. At least you put that in her, forget about it.
Well, you're well prepared.
Aye, well, I sort of had to be.
A lot of boys wait for that to go and then
I know,
cry when
definitely
she's laid down.
I don't really like repair bills.
Aye.
But in fairness, these here, like, I think is there could be 4,500 hours in that John Deere from Chicum. I don't. There's never breaks or nothing on her. Never a thing. All that tractor's ever got is filters.
Then does that say more
then-
about your drivers?
I don't know. Well, apart from that back end thing, I don't know. The drivers are all alright.
You can blame the Fusion for that.
I think it was the Fusion's problem. So it was. But no, I didn't know. I was running the baler in 540E.
Right, okay.
And seemingly them Fusions and the 540E is not a good idea, like. But like you can run it on the New Holland in 540E, like. No bother. I don't know what it is about the.
Ford's just like a power, you see.
This must be. Like. Like, no, it's hard to know. Like, as I said, all that John Deere, the only problem she ever gave was that back end thing. That's all she ever done. And this here give no trouble.
It's hard to go wrong with these sort of things too.
Can't really go wrong, like.
You know what's the most electrics in them is really that shuttle.
Funny, the shuttle did go wrong. we got her valved, so it did after slurry last year.
Yes.
Pipe blew off and filled inside here. And coming down the road, down these buttons here, you know, with water in them. So I put a 40 amp fuse in and it blew out to pieces. Oh, that wasn't a good idea, like. But sure, you don't know these things, you try them, like.
Till it goes wrong.
Yeah, but no, John Deere, they're a good old tractor, like. So they are. This was that mechanic fella. Last night that tractor was bringing up codes and he was in the yard 12 o'clock.
Well, what's the 5-year plan? You know, what do you want to be out in 5 years? Where do you want the business to be?
I don't know. So, well, the 5-year plan, but I don't know, maybe an hour baler and an hour tanker and see how it goes.
Yes.
So it is. I would love a lorry, to tell you the truth, but
Stop it, sorry.
okay. I just don't think it would pay, like. I have a lorry licence and all there, like, but
Never used.
if you had your own lorry, it'd be nice.
Uh-huh.
But as I say, it has to make money.
Just for the winter time or something like that there.
Like, I think you had her, she need to be going, like.
Aye.
You know, the diggers there for the winter time, she keeps us tipping away, like. But yeah, the lorry, she need to be going all the time.
Yeah.
So we're happy enough the way we are at the month. You know, we don't want to go any bigger, like.
Yeah.
You know, maybe do a bit more baling or something, but this lorrying thing, really enough, like.
You have enough to keep you out of trouble.
Enough to keep them out of trouble, man.